Well, I don't think I necessarily see any color. I think as a whole, race is kind of put on this big pedestal, and that can date back to the Civil War or before that. I just don't see color. I see people. I'm sure there are a lot of people that feel that way because in the end, what do you look at when you go back in history? You see evil people, and they come in all colors, all shape sizes. So when people try to integrate that into some kind of bizarre thing that it has to do with race and that white should be with whites or African Americans should be with, I don't really understand that concept because we as a whole are people and really a good chunk of people that are racist, which is really funny. If you research the back history, somewhere in there, there's some kind of color, and a lot of them don't even realize that. It's kind of ironic.
I mean, not against it. I'm totally for it. I mean, I don't think there should be any like limitations on who you want to be with.
It's totally fine. I mean, it's kind of baffling that people would still have a problem with it.
Okay, I think it's a good thing, and I've noticed like now it's becoming a lot more acceptable, but than maybe in the past. And I know sometimes it could be hard for some people who have interracial parents because they sometimes they don't know what group. In my opinion, maybe they don't want. They might be too. Well, I'm just using the. Let's say I have a black mom or a white and a white dad. They might. Some people might consider them too black if they act so way, or too white. So sometimes they might have hard time fitting in. But I think it's becoming more acceptable, and it's just like an everyday thing. So which I think is quite nice and stuff because the blending of culture is what makes like everyone special and stuff. So I like it. I always smile and have it whenever I see people like who normally wouldn't manage it together. Like I always think that's good.
I'm completely fine with it. I mean, I don't see. I'm kind of offended that people would be offended by it. I guess is probably where we're at.
I'm a school counselor, and so I've done a lot of psychology courses and sociology courses and worked with a lot of different people. And for me, it all boils down to you love who you love,
Yeah.
bottom line. So there are a lot of stereotypes in the world and hypocrites, and so I feel like if the couple can make it work, that's what's important. But I do understand that there's outside issues, probably that external factors that might make it more difficult than just couples of the same race.
Well, I mean, I guess people are like obviously can have their own opinions. As long as they're not trying to change my opinion, I don't really care what people think. I guess I'd say it's probably pretty like ignorant of them, but
I usually just kind of challenge their thinking, like what is the point behind that school of thought, and why would it be important to them that people remain within their race to date or or marry?
What I would say maybe just to open up your mind a little bit, or just maybe go down and talk to them because a lot of times I think from what I've seen is more fear and not knowing than having any like really bad intention people. Maybe they just and a lot of times people are just raised a certain way in certain cultures. So a lot of times if you're around a certain thing for so long, you just tend to believe it. But if they go out there and actually interact with some people with interracial ethnicity, then maybe they can get a better understanding of where people come from and maybe be more acceptable to it.
Um, yes. I don't really know them that well, but
Maybe a little bit. I don't know that we were ever really dating, but
Well, she's African American, but yeah, met her at a coffee shop and just kind of fell for each other. She went to French. She went to France for about a year, and she came back. She speaks fluent French. It's awesome. I've essentially dated the rainbow, and the real spot.